Good morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another Morning Verses with Mike. Let's share a verse this morning. Thank you so much for getting up early and joining me. We got a few people popping in the room already, which is really exciting to see. So good morning. Thank you. And this morning, I'm going to be reading from Esther 4, verse 14. And after a few technical difficulties this morning, that's always a nice way to start the day, right? So I'm actually broadcasting from a different camera because clearly you needed to know that. So this morning, Esther 4:14 reads, actually, first I'm going to share with you what some of the themes in the book of Esther, because I really like the kind of the front reading of this. So it talks about taking responsibility. It talks about doing your work with integrity. You don't have to suck up to the powerful. You just stand up for the people that you believe in and think before you act. So really good theme there. Esther 4:14 reads, "If you keep quiet at a time like this, deliverance and relief for the Jews will arise from some other place, but you and your relatives will die. Who knows if perhaps you were made queen for just such a time as this." And here's the thing. During this, Esther is bravely risking her life by pleading the case of the Jews before Xerxes. And the standouts for me are a few things in this verse, especially at the tail end of it. When we sit or hold back, not only do we stand to hinder ourselves, but we stand to hinder the other people that are surrounded by us, because other people are watching us all the time. So if you're sitting back and holding back, you know, it says, if you keep quiet at a time like this, if you are holding back in your life, then other people are watching you all of the time. They're watching to see sometimes what you're going to do, whether you choose to be that forefront leader or if you are someone that is just a peer. You know, well, not just a peer, but if you are someone that is a peer to others, people are watching you to see what your action and your reaction is in certain situations. And so if you're not living to your full potential, oftentimes people will look and say, well, that's okay. They're not, it's okay. I can cruise along and make it by just fine, just like this as well. So keep in mind, it's our duty. It's your duty to fulfill what it is that you were put here to do. It's your duty to share the message that you were put here to share. It's your duty to chase the things that you're passionate about and to become what you're truly supposed to become. So it's often kind of the tail end of this verse here. It's often those split-second decisions that define us. In the verse, it says, "Who knows if perhaps you were made queen for such time as this?" And if you were made for that one thing, if you were made in that moment to be queen or to be royalty or to fulfill that full potential that you have, it's in those moments, those instant decisions when you're flipping that switch, that perhaps this might be the moment that you've been created for. So that's the message for this morning. You've got to live to your fullest potential. Be a outstanding example to everyone that's around you. And certainly if you're in a leadership role, the people are always watching. Whether you're in leadership at a peer level, people are always watching to see often how you're going to handle things. So if this is that moment, take the action. Make every moment the moment. So thanks so much for getting up and joining me this morning for Morning Verses with Mike. Really appreciate it. Remember, I'm doing this every single weekday at 6:15 a.m. So get up and join me, please. If you're gaining something out of this video, give it a thumbs up. Please share it on your social media. I would really appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Until then, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.